Application of linear equation. I'm going to take one example and try to help you understand what the x and the y value are doing in this example and the nuances of labels and how important they are with interpreting and using the equation. Let's take the example. In a developing country, ecotourism income has been increasing in recent years. The income y, in thousands of dollars, x years after 2000, so that's the year 2000, can be modeled by y equals 1.15x plus 14. Okay, so let's go through those labels. Y is in thousands of dollars. So if it says 20,000, we're only going to use a 20. And then for the x, it says years after 2000. So if I'm talking about the year 2000, my x value is 0. If I'm talking about the year 2001, my x value is 1. Okay, let's go to part A. Part A, what interpretation can be given to the y-intercept of this graph? So the y-intercept is the 14 at the end. The y-intercept of 0, 14, remember the y-intercept is a point on the y-axis, and so that x value is 0. It means there's $14,000 of ecotourism income that occurred in the year 2000. We know it's in the year 2000 because the x value is 0 and x is years after 2000. So if it's 0 years after 2000, you know you're in the year 2000. Okay, so the x-intercept of 14 means that $14,000 of ecotourism income occurred in the year 2000. Let's take a look at part B. In the year 2006, how much ecotourism income was made? First thing we need to do is take a look at the year 2006. The year 2006 becomes an x value of 6, as x is the years after 2000. When we look at 2006, that's 6 years after 2000. Okay, now we take that x value of 6 and we substitute it into our equation because we're trying to solve for how much ecotourism income there was, and y is how much ecotourism there is, while x is the number of years. I substitute 6 in, I follow the order of operations, and I come up with the value of 20.9. Now I remember that the label for y was in thousands. So the answer is $20,900 of ecotourism income was made in the year 2006. So far we've looked at the interpretation of the y-intercept, and we've taken a look at how much ecotourism was made in a particular year. In part C, we're going to find out when a certain amount of ecotourism income happened. So we're going to find out the year. When was there $20,000 in ecotourism income? Well, we need to change the 20,000 to be 20, as y was labeled in thousands. That's our y value, so I substitute 20 in for y into the equation. This time I'm solving for x. I begin to solve this equation by subtracting 14 from both sides of the equation. I have 6 equals 1.15x. I divide by 1.15x, and I arrive at an x value of 5.217. The 5.217 represents the years after 2000. So I take the year 2000 and I add on our answer. This provides the value of 2005.217. It tells us in the year 2005, so sometime in the year 2005, there was $20,000 of ecotourism income.